Hey everyone, Tim from the MBAA here. Just wanted to bring you some updates on the 2026 XC season. We have 5 races scheduled. You probably noticed that White Tanks disappeared. They are going to begin construction on the comp parking lot, and they're going to build some bathrooms and do some paving and a whole bunch of other stuff. And so they just announced that about a month or so ago, and that's going to start next month in October, and it's supposed to take a year. So effectively, they've canceled all events for 2026. So we looked at some other dates. We looked at a couple other locations, trying to find a Desert Valley, Tucson, Phoenix location in February is a bit challenging. There's already a NICA race on top of that date, so we decided to not push another event on that February 7th date. So we'll have a 5 race series for 2026, and then the series will be best 4 out of 5. We did look into April and March and April at possibly doing some other locations, but boy, there's so many races that we'd be doubling up somewhere with another mountain bike race or similar demographic, gravel race. So 5 races for next season, best 4 out of 5. All the races will be even points. So we won't have, last year we had bonus points for Havasu. In 2026, all the races will count evenly. We have some new categories and some course updates to talk about. I wanted to mention that the team competition is also going to return for 2026. So gather your team, your friends together. You don't necessarily have to be a structured official team. What makes you a team is you have a handful of friends and you come up with a team name. And we have 2 categories: small ring and big ring. So a smaller group of riders and then a larger group of riders, and the points are structured in a way where we take a chunk of your team, the top riders, for a certain number of those riders will count for points. So if you have a bad day and somebody else on your team has a good day, their points might count. And we also provide a team tent area. So if you have a 10 by 10 pop up that you want to set up in the venue, we have an area for that. So just to kind of build camaraderie around the teams and bring everybody out, and you could be on different uh, you know ride for different shops and come up with one conglomerate team, or it could be a shop team, or it could be an official team, or it could just be a bunch of buddies who are coming together, and you get 8 or 10 of your buddies and come up with a team name, and you'll be good for the season. So we'll have information about signing up for that coming soon. Some new categories for next year. We are adding, dun dun dun, expert rock crusher. So the current rock crusher category will kind of be broken up into intermediate and expert. So that would be men above 200 pounds. So the weight is going to stay the same for this year. We're going to add the expert category in. We talked to a number of you guys about, do we up the weight? And it seemed like overwhelmingly having a category for the bigger, stronger riders, 200 pounds and above, doing the expert course was what was favorable. So we'll try that out for next year. Let's see, marathon women 60 plus. We've added that category. So you'll have marathon open, marathon women 45 to 59, just like the men, and then marathon women 60 plus. Basically, all the men and women categories are the same. The women's, we have one single speed because there's been kind of a decrease in the single speeders, both the men and women, but certainly on the women's side in the last few years. But all the other categories are going to be the same. Beginner men, we've added a 70 plus category, and then same for the women. We have 10-year age brackets. So 19, except for 19 to 39 is a 20-year bracket, 40 to 49, 50 to 59, 60 to 69, and then 70 plus for both beginner men and beginner women. And then in the intermediate, we added intermediate women 70 plus as well. So we'll see how those categories do. If they don't fill out for a couple of years and we have 0 or one participant, we might combine things then down the road. But we'll try that for next year. Courses. So we've decided to keep the expert black courses hard and try to provide the intermediate blue courses to be a little bit less technical. We had lots of discussions with riders, especially at Flagstaff, which was a brand new course, pretty hard, pretty techy, and we in talking to the riders, there's there's a big push towards fitness and becoming an expert rider based just on your fitness. But a big part of mountain biking is the technical side. So in order to race expert, not only do you need to have the fitness component, but you need to be able to ride the harder features. So courses like Estrella have a little bit more tech on the backside for the expert class. And since we have beginner, intermediate, expert, if you are not comfortable riding some of the harder features and you have decent fitness, you don't feel like you necessarily have to be pushed into the expert category until you have the technical skills to ride some of the harder courses. So this way, if you want hard courses, we have that option. If you want long marathon courses, we have that option. If you want to go fast and you're not that techy and you really don't care about riding the hard stuff, then intermediate is a very competitive category. And if you're new to racing and you don't have the fitness and the endurance, well, then we have beginner category. If you're up there in age, I'll say 70 plus, I'm sure in a few short years we're going to be asked to have an 80 plus category. We've got a category for you. If you're 6 and under, we've got a free kids race. So we've kind of are spread across the board, and we got you covered for all kinds of different categories. So I won't go through every course. I will say, let's see, McDowell for the black loop. We're going to go back to doing the sport to tech too long. We did that a couple years ago. It kind of stretches the course out a little bit. You still get the tech drop, but instead of doing sport tech, 4 or 5 times, you get to still do the long loop and kind of spread things out a little bit. Flagstaff, we are going to keep the big 1 lap loop and a couple other changes that we're working on for the courses as well. So registration is open. You can sign up for the series. That'll be best 4 out of 5. Or you can sign up for the races individually. If you sign up now, you save a little bit of money, and we hope that everyone comes out and races with us. It should be a really fun year. So thanks, everyone. We appreciate your support.